Sheikh Hamdan wants to see you tonight. You think you can hide from me, but you don't understand what you do to my blood. Every hour you stay away tightens something inside me, pulls me back to you like gravity with teeth. I don't have the patience of ordinary men, never did, never will. When I say I want to see you, I don't mean it gently. I mean it like a command my heart refuses to silence. You stay on the edge of my thoughts, whispering, taunting, calling me in ways you don't even realize. You don't stand in front of me right now. And maybe that's the only reason I'm speaking instead of dragging you to me. But even from a distance, you know I feel you. The way your absence scratches under my skin, stirring the darker parts of me awake. You soften the world around me and ruin it at the same time, because there's nothing I want the way I want you. And wanting you, God, it makes me dangerous. You act like you don't know what it does to me when you disappear into silence. Every time you pull away, something inside me sharpens. I don't chase people, but with you, it's different. You bend my rules, break them, twist them around your fingers without even trying. And I let you, because somehow you become the one thing I can't turn away from. No matter how much power I hold, you don't hear the way your name sounds in my mind, low, rough, almost a threat. You don't see how many times I close my fists because the thought of someone else near you sparks something possessive, primal, unreasoned. I don't want to be calm about you. I don't want to be distant. I want you close enough that your breath belongs to me for a moment, close enough that you remember exactly who calls you, even when you pretend you don't. You think this is desire. No. This is obsession dressed in velvet, an ache wrapped in command. You walk around my senses like you own them, and you don't even know the fire you trail behind. I'm not asking you to understand it. I'm telling you the truth of it. When I want you, nothing interrupts that hunger. Not duty, not time, not the world. So listen carefully. Tonight isn't a request. It's a pull you already feel, even if you fight it. I want to see you, not because I'm lonely, not because I'm bored, but because something in me refuses to stay quiet until you're standing in front of me again. And when you come, you'll understand why distance was never meant to exist between you and me. You can run from a lot of things in this world, but not from me, not tonight, not ever. You think you can disappear into the night and I won't feel it, but I do. I feel every inch of distance like it was carved onto my skin. You move away, and something inside me snaps awake, something that only you know how to tame, something you pretend you don't see. I shouldn't crave you the way I do, but craving you has become as natural as breathing, as inevitable as the dark that follows sunset. You're not here, yet you pull at me like your hands are already on my collar, dragging me back to the place where only you exist. You don't realize how loud your silence is. I hear it more than I hear my own thoughts. You think staying away keeps you safe from the intensity I carry, but your absence only pushes me deeper into it. I don't need you here to feel you. I don't need your voice to know exactly what you'd say. You've become a habit my mind refuses to break, a shadow that clings even when the room is empty. And I hate how much power you have over me without even trying. You call it intensity, I call it truth. Because when it comes to you, I don't know how to be gentle. I don't know how to hold back or stay indifferent. You stripped those abilities from me the moment you let me taste even a piece of your presence. Now you expect me to go back to being calm. You expect me to forget how addicting your nearness is. No, I'm not built that way, not when it comes to you. You've already rewritten me without permission. You move in my thoughts like you own them, slow, soft, dangerous. And every time I try to pull away, you come back sharper, clearer, like you're reminding me you're not something I can brush aside. I've ruled empires with steadier hands than the ones I have when I think of you. You reduce me to something raw, something unfiltered, and the worst part is, I don't want to be saved from it. I want to sink deeper. You don't see the way my nights shift when your name crosses my mind, the way even the air feels different, heavier, charged. It's like the universe tilts just enough to remind me you exist somewhere under the same sky, breathing, moving, unaware of the chaos you ignite inside me. You don't have to touch me to affect me. You never did. You just have to exist. And I fall into that gravitational pull every single time. You think I'm dangerous because of my power, my position, my name. But the real danger is what you turn me into. You think you tamed the darkness in me, but all you did was give it a direction toward you. And now it follows you like a shadow with its teeth bared, like a warning no one else understands. You don't have to fear it, but everyone else should. Because when it comes to you, I don't share, I don't soften, I don't let go. And even though you're not standing in front of me right now, I know you feel it. That pull, that whisper under your skin. You can deny it out loud, but your heartbeat knows the truth. I'm not a man who fades with distance. I'm the one who grows closer in the silence. So run if you want, pretend if you want. But you and I both know you'll still feel me calling you through the dark. You think distance gives you power, but all it does is feed the fire you planted in me. The more you pull away, the more I feel you, like a pulse under my skin, like a whisper I can't shut out. You're not here, yet you move inside my mind with the certainty of someone who belongs there. And I let you, even though every part of me knows I shouldn't. You turn my control into something fragile, something that cracks every time you disappear. You don't know how your absence twists inside me. You think your silence is simple, harmless, but it's not. It crawls into my thoughts, filling every quiet space with you. You claim you don't do anything, but that's the problem. You just exist, and that's enough to shake every wall I ever built. You're the only person who can make me restless without touching me, the only one who can turn my calm into something sharp and burning. You think you understand desire, but what I feel for you is far beyond desire. It's possession dressed in restraint, hunger wrapped in patience I barely have. I don't chase people, but God. You make me want things I should never want. You make me step out of the version of myself everyone knows, dragging out the part of me that refuses to lose you, even in thought. The part of me that watches the world and still chooses your shadow over its light. You linger in places you've never touched. You haunt corners of my mind you've never seen. You walk through me like you know the way, as if you carved the path yourself. Every time I try to pull back, your name pulls me forward. Every time I try to forget, you return with a force that knocks the air out of me. I've dealt with wars, storms, enemies, but nothing consumes me the way you do. You're the kind of danger I walk toward willingly. You don't realize how easily you could ruin me, how a single look from you, a single word, could break my composure in ways nothing else has managed. You make the strongest parts of me tremble, not out of fear, but out of something deeper, something raw and unfiltered. I shouldn't crave the chaos you bring, but I do. I crave it like it's the only truth that still feels real. You think I'm the threatening one, the one holding all the power, but the real truth, you're the one with the weapon, your presence, your silence, your existence. Yeah, you turn every part of me into something fierce, something unrecognizable. You turn my discipline into longing, my strength into obsession. You carry the kind of pull that no crown, no throne, no legacy could ever compete with. And even now, when you're not here, you're everywhere in me. You live in every breath I take, in every moment I try to move forward. You may not hear me, you may pretend you don't feel me, but I know you do. I know something in you answers me even when your lips stay silent. Because connection like this doesn't disappear with distance, it grows, it tightens, it burns deeper, and I feel every inch of it. Every damn second, you keep pretending that staying away will weaken the hold you have on me, but it only deepens it. Every time you slip into silence, I feel it like a bruise pressed too hard, painful, sharp, impossible to ignore. You think distance dilutes what I feel for you, but it concentrates it, makes it heavier, darker, more consuming. I'm not someone who forgets easily, and I'm definitely not someone who lets go once something has marked me the way you have. You don't see how your absence rearranges me, how it turns my thoughts into a battlefield where your name always wins. You may think I'm unaffected, that I stay composed, untouched, but inside the storm you bring never settles. You made a home inside my mind without even asking, and now everything in me rearranges itself around the space you occupy. I hate it, I crave it, and I can't tear you out no matter how hard I try. You move like a shadow across my senses, silent but inescapable. I could be surrounded by people, drowned in responsibility, yet all it takes is one memory of you, and the world becomes background noise. You've become the distraction I can't control, the temptation I can't refuse. The fire you lit doesn't fade, it spreads, and every time you pull back, it only grows wilder. You have no idea how effortlessly you undo me. You make me question myself in ways nothing else ever has. How can someone like me, who commands nations, who bends fate with decisions, find himself unraveled by the thought of someone not standing in the same room? It's madness, kind of insanity I never expected to taste. But you bring out the version of me I never show anyone. The one that wants, needs, takes. The one that refuses to be patient when it comes to you. You don't understand the way your name feels in my mouth, like a secret, like a curse, like something I shouldn't want as much as I do. It turns my voice darker, rougher, more honest than I ever intended. And the worst part, you're not even here to hear it. You're not here to see the effect you have, the way every controlled breath becomes heavier when I think of you. You've become the weakness I would kill for, without hesitation. You think I'm dangerous because of the world I come from, the power I wield, the command in my voice. But the real danger is what you've awakened in me. You think you're safe because you keep your distance, but distance doesn't protect you from me. It only amplifies the hunger, sharpens the possessiveness, stirs the darker edges of what I feel. You brought it out of me without even knowing, and now it won't go back to sleep. And even now, even like this, just your absence pressing against the quiet, I can feel you. Your pull, your energy, that silent, undeniable connection that refuses to break no matter how far you go. You can run into the deepest corner of the night, and I'll still feel you. You can bury your emotions, and I'll still hear them. Because what exists between us isn't fragile, it's a storm, a bond forged in shadows and fire, and you're the only one who could ever ignite it. You think slipping into silence will loosen the hold you have on me, but it only tightens around my mind like a vice. Every second you stay out of sight pulls something deeper, darker out of me, something that whispers your name in the back of my skull. No matter how far you try to run, you don't stand here in front of me, yet your presence presses against me stronger than anyone who's ever dared to get close. You're an absence that feels like a touch, a distance that still burns on my skin. You don't see what your silence does. It crawls through my veins, heavy and slow, until all I can think about is you. You think you're protecting yourself by staying away, but all you're doing is waking the part of me that refuses to accept distance. You turned me into someone who feels too much, wants too much, someone who listens for your voice even when he knows he won't hear it. You changed something in me that was never meant to be touched. You move in my thoughts like a secret I can't forget, a shadow that leans close, a breath I can't escape. No matter how many walls I build around myself, you walk through them as if they were made of smoke. You don't ask for anything, yet you take everything, my discipline, my quiet, my control. You undo all of it without ever lifting a hand. And the truth is, I let you, even when I tell myself I shouldn't. You think the pull between us is something you can ignore. But it's not a feeling that fades, it's a force. It drags at me, even when I try to anchor myself somewhere else. You've turned into the one thing I can't restrain, the one thought I can't silence. You're not here, but your absence feels louder than any presence could. You've become the kind of addiction that doesn't ask permission, just sinks in and refuses to leave. You don't realize how easily you fracture the calm I show the world. Everyone else sees control, authority, quiet strength, but you. Your name alone is enough to make that calm tremble. You make me feel more human and more dangerous at the same time. You make me want things I'm not supposed to want, feel things I was never meant to feel. You've turned the coldest parts of me into fire, and the fire into something possessive. You think I'm the one who holds the danger, the darkness, but you're the one who awakened it. You look at me like I'm unbreakable, but you cracked something inside me without even trying. You made me hunger for someone I can't command, someone I can't control. And that hunger, this pull toward you, feels sharper every time you step further away. You brought out the part of me that refuses to stay silent about what it wants. And even now, with nothing but space and shadows between us, I feel you, the gravity of you. The echo of the connection you pretend not to feel. You can bury your feelings, hide your thoughts, silence your voice, but you can't sever this. Not the threads you tied around me, not the fire you lit, not the part of me that wakes every night with your name in its mouth. You're not here, yet every corner of me still reaches for you. You think distance protects you, but it only sharpens what I feel. Every inch you put between us turns into a weapon, cutting deeper, pushing me into a place where wanting you stops being gentle and becomes something feral. You're not here, yet you haunt every breath, every thought, every moment where the world dares to be quiet. I shouldn't care this much. I shouldn't feel you this strongly. But I do, so intensely it blurs the edges of reason. You turn my control into a lie. I repeat to everyone except myself. You don't see how your absence coils through me like smoke, filling every space you once touched with your presence. You think staying away keeps things safer, calmer, easier. But nothing about you was ever meant to be safe. You awaken the part of me that doesn't know how to let go, the part that claims instead of asks, the part that refuses to forget even when it tries. You made your way into my silence, my shadows, my mind, so deeply that even the darkness whispers your name back to me. You pretend you don't feel the pull between us, but I know you do. I know it in the way you step back, but never far enough, in the way you vanish, but never completely disappear. You think you're escaping me, but you're only feeding the fire that grows every time you hide. I feel you even now, your hesitation, your heartbeat, your unspoken thoughts. You don't have